Donald Trump's Truth Social is in some really serious trouble as they are struggling to pay off their contractors, including, by the way, the company in charge of the web hosting for Truth Social. They say they haven't been paid since March. They're now owed $1.6 million. They've gotten lawyers involved now because Truth Social is not paying their bills. And on top of that, you have Digital World Acquisition, the special acquisition company that is supposed to be merging with / purchasing Truth Social. That deal was supposed to be finished by September 6th, but they have now asked the SEC for an additional 12 months because they're not sure they want to go through with it anymore. One, because they're under criminal investigation over this deal, because it's possible that they were colluding with the folks at Truth Social prior to getting the money for the buyout, which would be illegal on the part of both individuals there, Truth Social and Digital World. But most importantly, they say, look, we want to kind of take a step back from this because Donald Trump is becoming so toxically unpopular that we're worried we can never turn a profit with this thing. If we purchase it, it's going to die. Well, even if we don't purchase it, it's going to die. And we don't want to be the ones left holding the bag. We would rather Donald Trump and friends lose all their money than have us lose ours. So here's the thing, folks. Once that deal goes through with Digital World Acquisition, Trump gets his money. Like immediately he gets his check. So then no matter what happens to Truth Social, Trump got paid and made a huge profit off of it. So it doesn't matter if it dies after the merger goes through, Trump wins. If they can stall the merger and have Truth Social die before that, Trump loses. And that's what Digital World is out there trying to wait and see. And I gotta tell you, these new reports saying you can't even afford to pay your bills, if Digital World is successful in getting this thing pushed back 12 months, you likely will not exist. Engagement on Truth Social has dropped down to just a couple 100,000 users per week. Like couple 100,000 views of Truth Social per week. If you go and look at some of the so-called truths that Donald Trump puts out on that website on a daily basis, they're getting a couple thousand likes. Like 2,000 or 3,000 likes on his posts. Whereas when he was on Twitter, he would get tens of thousands, sometimes even hundreds of thousands, most of the time hundreds of thousands, of likes on everything he put. He could send out a tweet saying, I just farted, and he'd have 500,000 likes from his supporters. He does that on Truth Social, he'll get a couple dozen likes because there's nobody there, and traffic continues to get worse each and every week. And that's what Digital World Acquisition is looking at. But they're also looking at the fact that the guy could end up in prison. Because right now, the only draw of Truth Social is that Trump is on there. So even with him there, it is doing horribly, but if you remove him from it, it's going to die immediately. And they don't want to pay $500 million for something that could die if Trump goes to jail. But buyer beware, right? Not that I want Donald Trump to make a couple $100 million off this deal, but honest to God, what about Donald Trump's business history outside of real estate made you think it was a good idea to get involved with him? Honestly, can anybody point to one successful thing outside of the world of real estate that Trump has done that he's been in charge of? So that excludes, by the way, The Apprentice, that's been successful. Anything, any one thing. No, you can't, because no, he hasn't. And Truth Social is just the latest in a long line of failures. The latest in a long line of companies run by Trump that haven't had enough money to pay their bills, that have been stiffing contractors. So everybody that got involved with it, whether you're a contractor or an investor, y'all should have known better. All you had to do was Google his business history to know that this was a stupid idea. You get what you deserve at this point, and if you lose everything, I got no sympathy for you because you should have known better. This is Hattie. Hattie wants to know why you have not subscribed to our channel. You obviously like our videos,
So do us a favor and subscribe.